don't.
Now I do.
Now I
I see
got
you.
you.
Perfect.
All right. Well, why don't we, that's awesome that you're with Custom Living. We're going to go meet them in a couple weeks. So I'll let you know how that goes. Hopefully they do the same thing that G&G did and really kind of lean in with us and our contractors.
How are you guys? It looks like you guys are growing. You guys are steadily, getting into the market.
Yeah, we are. I mean, it takes a lot of time to do stuff, but I think that, after a couple of years, we figured out where to place some bigger bets with real estate, with builders, with tech. And so, yeah, I kind of look at this like phase 2 of NeighborServe. So it's, but most importantly, like as we go along that journey, I want to make sure we shine a spotlight on you all.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like the marketing stuff and if we tell everybody NeighborServe is great, who cares? If we tell everybody Manny's great and share all the great why we think so, like how you're lifting up our community and how you're serving homeowners, boy, that starts to get really interesting. And so that's kind of the nexus of this. And Manny, if it's okay with you, like, are you in a pretty good spot where you think we've got 15 minutes to run just to talk here? And
Yeah, absolutely.
okay. Well, let's do this part, and then I'm happy to dig in on anything else too. But
Sure.
so I'm just going to kick this off, and what will happen from here, Manny, is I'll give this to Skylar, who's helping us with a lot of marketing things. He'll transcribe this and make a cool post about it. He may have a couple video snippets for us. We'll post that on our NeighborServe site. We'll share it out to our community so that homeowners and other contractors and everybody, builders, realtors that we're working with, we'll all hear your story. And I think that's what matters, right? So that's kind of the goal here. But is it, before we get started, does that sound all right by you? I'm just going to run through some questions. You and I are so easy to talk to you, so it'll just be pretty casual and conversational. Any stories or anything you want to make sure we hit?
I don't think there are any certain stories. Obviously the one where we helped out Jared, but other than that, yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, let's just jump in. So I'll kick this thing off here with Manny Navarrete. Manny's the owner of Priority Painting and Finishes. Manny, do I remember this right? Is it a second generation business, or is this something that you started, but painting was in the family?
Second generation. Yes, my dad started the company, really built a job for himself, kept it small.
Sure.
And then I am coming in from the healthcare world. I'm a nurse, so
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, trying to venture into the crazy trades. So
taking care of bodies or taking care of homes, right? It's kind of
exactly
similar, right? So is your dad still in the business? Is he still working with you?
No, he is pretty much retired. So he takes a look at the bank accounts and all that, but he's retired, nice. Which is what I want. I don't want him to be.
Well, Manny, you've done an incredible job. I mean, we came together. It's been almost a year now. You've got 4.9 rating and tons of Google reviews. I think that's awesome. But we've seen it firsthand with our clients, and also not just within our contractor community. So I know that you're really focused on exterior, interior, wallpaper, cabinets. And a lot of really helpful content. So if like you're wondering what kind of sheen paint you need, like there's an awesome video on Manny's site about flat versus eggshell versus semi-gloss or whatever, like stuff that you see every day, but most of us don't know. Like you're putting a ton of that help first content out there, which is awesome. But the reason I think that you are here today and we're talking is just you went above and beyond. And so we do a Pro of the Month award. In this case, there was a home concierge client of ours in a really nice home in a really high-end neighborhood. He was leaving town for a couple of years, but didn't want to sell his house. So it's kind of a unique situation. We've got a renter of a multi-million-dollar home. That renter had his own home manager. The homeowner was gone. We're in the middle, and they were kind of at an impasse with some painting that needed to be done before the new owner moved in, new renter moved in. And so it's just like, Manny, if I remember right, I think our luck was good because it was a rainy day. And so you had some exterior work to do and you were able to pop over there like really last minute and like do a bang up job and just get that relationship between those two folks off to a great start. Does that sound about right?
That's right. I do remember getting a call saying, hey, this is the situation. And, I called my guys, and instead of us waiting for the rain to pass, we decided to explain to the homeowner like, hey, we're just gonna decide to keep it on the safe side, and we're gonna go off and do something else. And she was very, very understanding of that, and that's why we sense the urgency that this homeowner had from the you guys work for. So yeah.
Well, I think that's the key, like with what we're trying to build is that we got to respect you, that you're building a company, that you have a team to pay and equipment to buy. And like, we can't expect everybody, like sometimes I think, Manny, homeowners think that the contractor should drop everything and take care of them. And they don't stop to think that, boy, that person's building a business. They got a team to care for and trucks to buy. And, so sometimes, it's our job to call around and just see who might have an opportunity to help. And you were our first call, and I'm so grateful you're able to help. The other thing I think that you've done great, Manny, is just be a contributor to, our community. If I think specifically, you referred the Bare Minimalist and maybe did either a reference or knew the folks at California Closets. And I think that's what it's about. It's, you're willing to help outside the walls of your own business to help just bring an awesome group into this place so we can, help each other grow and then also, deliver great service to homeowners. So thanks for doing all that.
No, absolutely. And I love it because I got introduced to you guys by another contractor. So it's like, right, we're building a community, right?
Who was it? Do you remember? And if you
Home Sense.
Oh, Brady. Yeah. That's right.
Yep.
Brian showed at Home Sense.
Yeah. And
yeah,
so
that's amazing. I totally remember that now. I should know that. I'll be sure to thank him and share that you remembered that. Okay, well, let's go into your business a little bit. So Manny, your dad was an entrepreneur. He started his own business. You got into it. I think, why decided to get into the family business and kind of take it to the next level, and why, get out of nursing and, just dig all into home services?
Yeah, I always had that entrepreneurial itch, so always wanted to have something that I could build and be proud of. And just working in the healthcare field, and I also worked at Chick-fil-A for like 10 years.
Oh.
I always had that customer service aspect of me wanting to do something with it. So I decided, I think the painting industry would be something that we would be good at, or I would be good at,
I love the Chick-fil-A analogy, just because, like, you think about it, there's a million fast food restaurants, and somehow they have a line wrapping around their building, and you never wait long, and the people are always super friendly. So, what a great analogy for how you deliver service.
Revenue is up, and they are close on Sundays, and they're beating all these other companies that are open.
Yeah, they take care of their team. I'm so like banging my head against my steering wheel sometimes because they're closed on Sundays, but I respect that they care for their team enough to give them a day off rather than revenue, right?
And that, I love what you said about, sometimes we have to sit down and explain to the customers, like, hey, I know we have a bad rep a lot of the times with the painting industry and other industries in general. But you know what? This person probably has a sick kid at home, and that's why we're not able to get to your project. And hopefully we're doing a good job at vetting our customers so that we know that they're good human beings, and they're going to be able to understand that. Because we all have mothers, we all have kids, we all have fathers that we need to take care of. So
and I think the way to bridge that gap, Manny, and I think you just said it, is communication. Instead of just like not showing up, and I think that's where things have kind of gone sideways. Instead of not showing up or not calling or whatever, just saying, boy, we're gonna figure this out for you, but I'm down a person today for a really important family thing or whatever. You do a great job of just communicating, and I think that makes all the difference in the world. People are empathetic and respect each other when we talk.
That's right. We try, right? I tell my crews we've been spoiled because every time we're late and we explain what's going on to the customers, our customers are so gracious. But sometimes a good example is like, if you are behind 5 minutes and we don't let the customer know, there's anxiety building up as a customer. Now it's 10 minutes. Are they even going to show up? Now it's 20 minutes. Are they even going to complete the job?
Right.
So I have to constantly remind our people that, hey, it's just a courtesy. They might see the text message and they may not even respond, but at least they see that, hey, they're going to be a little bit late. So
you're right. It eases the anxiety and helps us treat each other like humans, and brings a little trust and respect back to what's really important, caring for our house. So
that's right.
Yeah. So you've got, I wanted to just, when did you start the business, Manny? Like when did your dad start? When did you take over? How many employees do you have? Just give me a quick rundown.
Yes. So 2004, the company officially started as Priority Painting Services. I took it over about 2016. Before that, I was doing the calls, the estimating, and stuff like that. But
Doing all the work and
officially,
maybe not getting paid, right?
that's right. That's right. Officially took it over in 2016, and then since then we've grown from just myself and another and one of our a good subcontractors. Now we're our trade partner. We both started doing the jobs for about 2 to 3 years. We were knocking out all the projects, and then when I actually left the brush to do the more operations side of things,
Yeah.
we've have about 3 to 4 crews. And it's a mix. It's a hybrid of employees and trade partners. And so each of those crews have about 3 to 4 people per crew.
But there's always a sort of a priority painting crew chief. Is that a fair statement? Yeah, and that's one of the
Absolutely.
things I remember talking with you a year ago when we were going through a vetting process. Like, man, do you have a person that knows how good the company is with communications and that respects clients and like all those core things that are core to making priority finish is what it is, leading those crews. I think that's huge.
Absolutely.
So, okay, well, where are you located? Where do you do most of your work, Manny?
So we do most of our work on the north side.
Yeah.
Sciensville, Carmel, Westfield,
And
Fishers.
today, I forgot to say this. You're in your truck because that's what we do, right? We're out taking care of clients. We don't get a day off, and you're up in like trying to sneak through the gates of the Live Show to take care of a Homerama home for custom
That's
living,
right.
an awesome builder, and like just, I mean, that's kind of stuff that people don't know or understand. It's such a cool story that you're in your truck getting through the Live gates to help it in Westfield today.
Whatever it takes to deliver this project for the contract. So that's the goal. And again, whatever we have to do.
It's cool. Maybe you'll see a golf shot or two while you're up there.
I think so. I think they're all the famous golfers are out there today. So
I know we're here slaving away and working, man, but I like that's okay. Weekend's coming up. So okay, when it comes to like tips for homeowners, like I want to paint my house, I want to get an interior paint job. I think most homeowners are just like nervous on even where to start. So like let's say you're starting your search, like what's the most important thing to ask a painting company before you make sometimes $5, $10, $20,000 investment on a big project? Like what question should a homeowner ask so that they know whether or not they're hiring the right contractor? Any thoughts there?
yeah, for me, it's more if somebody comes to your house, not them being so technical. So it's great to talk about. We're gonna do 2 coats. We're gonna sand in between coats and all that. That's very, very valid. But more of a contractor that's asking like, hey, what's your experience? Have you ever painted your house? What does a good finish mean to you? What's the schedule of your house look like? Because we're gonna be coming in here for a few days and we are gonna be messing up your schedule.
Yeah.
So how would you like to sequence so that way your life is a little bit less chaotic throughout the whole experience? So I really like when contractors are more focused on you as a customer and how we can help you deliver this project with the least amount of stress and anxiety as possible.
Yeah. That's it, just being sensitive of the disruption that it can cause. And you're in a tough industry, right? Because like anybody with a paintbrush can knock on a door and say, I'm going to paint your house. And
right.
Boy, the cost variables, like if you're the first person doing that and you've never painted a house, like the price you're going to charge is going to be like, yeah. But at the end of the day, that's not who I want painting my home. It's still a big investment. And to your point, it's convenience and the disruption to my life. So it's like having a pro in there. Yeah, it might look good when they leave, but I think you have a 3-year warranty. Do you still do that, Manny, on all your work?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I tell everybody, it's like, okay, if it's been 4 years and I know that wall is failing because of something we didn't do, it's not like we're going to bring paperwork out and be like, you know what, it's been 4 years, we just got to take care of the customer. And that's
and the other thing is you've got longevity. You're going to be around. Like some of these companies, like lifetime warranty, but I'm going to be out of business in 2 years. Like you've got a history of taking care of clients, doing jobs the right way, and you put your word behind your work. So I think those things, if I'm thinking about my past experiences, on big projects in my own home, like just seeing that longevity, the multi-generational business, the proof in the marketplace and the validation that you've done great work, and then you stand behind it with a warranty, man. I think that's awesome, and I love what you guys built. It's been a blast working with you. Are there any other sort of tips? Like there's a lot of entrepreneurs in Indianapolis, home services. is such an incredible place to build a career but it's so hard. And so like, it seems easy to just get started, but like, are there what's made your business enduring and successful?
I think not being afraid. Let me come back a little bit. I love what NeighborServe does, is which they connected with local people here in Indianapolis. Just because we are not afraid to not hit our margins in order to make it right for the customers, for the people that we're doing work for. So unfortunately, not unfortunately, because there is professionalism in the bigger companies, you can't take that away from them. But a lot of times it's just about the numbers for them and what percentages they hit. For us, local people, is we want to serve the community. We want to serve the people that are around us, and we cross paths here in the Meyer, Menards, whatever it is.
100%. Yeah, that's so true. So let's go to Indy. You just mentioned it a little bit. Just, is there any local business, or another one of our contractors in the co-op? Was there any mentors? Is there anybody that's been like super important, another business locally that you've sort of emulated or admired or has helped you along the way?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. But the first one that I ran into, and maybe he doesn't know about NeighborServe, so we should probably give him a call. But I ran in Annie Page from Page Construction Services.
Okay.
We ran into them. They were remodeling a bathroom, and the customer just wanted us to do the painting. And they didn't have a painter that they could fully trust. Their painter didn't give them contracts, so that was kind of hard for them to work with that company. So, but yeah, they just we started working together. We liked each other, and now they're like family. They're probably like my mom and dad of the construction or trades world, just because we share ideas. We have the same method, the same methods of how we treat customers, and also how to treat our people as well. So
I love it. Yeah, it's so hard to do, and there's just so much collaboration, I think, between the contractors and our co-op, and everybody has tentacles out into the community with other companies, and then so it's great to hear those stories, because like anytime you start something new, just have those people that help you in the early days, it just means so much. So you've been a big part of that for us, and I appreciate the heck out of you, Manny. As we kind of wrap up, just a couple quick funny questions to kind of keep going. So if there's one tool in the back of that truck that you couldn't live without, what's your favorite tool in your truck?
My 5-in-1
Okay. Yeah.
I love that tool.
Heck yeah, you got it on you at all times, and you're lost without it. That's great. So, how about just in closing, like Indianapolis is so core to what we're doing, what we're building here in Central Indiana, and local relationships. What is there a restaurant, a brewery, a local store, shop, whatever, entrepreneur, somebody that you love here in Indianapolis, maybe outside the trades, someone you're going to take your family this weekend or whatever?
Yeah. Broad Ripple has so many that I can't choose one, but it's just the weekends are awesome. You spend it there and you're out, especially in the summer, right?
Yes.
So I couldn't pick one. That wouldn't be fair for me to pick one.
Your favorite neighborhood is in Indy to go hang in is Broad Ripple, which is awesome. We're going to have you out here for our contractor happy hour next week, I hope. Smack dab in the middle of this place. And so, I couldn't agree with you more. So, hey, Manny, anything else? Most importantly, where the heck can people find you when they need you? Because you're the guy I want to call when it comes to the painting, interiors, exteriors, wallpaper, whatever it might be. So where can they find you?
Absolutely. Instagram is going to be the easiest, and it's Priority Painting Indy, where you will find us, and you can check out. You can see if we're if whatever you need, we're doing it. We're probably doing it. So you can check us there. We have lots of videos, lots of content there for you to see.
Well, thanks for taking care of our clients. Thanks for being awesome here in Indy and a big part of our community, Manny. Wish you all the luck in the world, and I'm proud to work with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Right on, man. That was blast. We'll cut that up, Manny, and find some cool ways to share it. And we're just getting started with this stuff, but man, we're going to lean into it heavily. So I want to tell your story, and I appreciate the heck out of you.
No, thank you. I appreciate you guys. So what you guys are doing is great, and I can see the growth. So that's awesome. That's cool to see.
Well, good luck up there. I know you're on a job today, so I appreciate you taking time to talk. Like, just zooming out of this interview, I'm going to kill this recording here. But yeah, is there anything, any questions, thoughts you have on the NeighborServe stuff?
No, everything looks cool. I went